Morning.
Morning.
Merhaba. Busy morning for you? No? Good. Thank you.
Captain,
Yes?
you need diesel?
Diesel and pump out and petrol.
Tight little spot, but we got in no problems. There's no wind, that helps, and the barley fits in behind us because it's a little one.
In this episode, the heat moves us on from our great anchorage and we head into the Gocek area for a better look, anchoring at Inlice Beach. We then move on to Fethiye, a town we really like despite the anchorage. There's wonderful people, great food and lots to do. In addition to coming to the aid of an immobile dinghy, we enter the marina to refuel before heading off.
We're off. We've loved this anchorage. 3 nights though is long enough. It is time to find a new one.
Alright.
It is like stinking hot this morning and there's no air, no breeze.
Yeah, we've got to go make 74 horsepowers of breeze.
One line in, now we just have to get the other one, and then we're out of here. There's no one around us this morning and there's no breeze, so it's nice and slow and calm. And Noah wants a free ride, so we're going to pull him in too.
I was like, I better do a nice, safe, shallow, flat dive into a bush. Oh, slick operation this morning. Couple of swims. I had to do the log again, it's getting a bit repetitive. What a fantastic day though. It's just a bit hot to be sitting in a bay like that. So we're going to get a few hours worth of air blowing through the boat under our belt, I think. The Gocek Special Marine Area is really fantastic. It's just stunning. Fethiye's out there, we'll be there in a couple of days. Yeah, I love this part of the world. It's like, feels got a bit of Great Barrier feel to it, except for the 4 million super yachts, but everyone's just so friendly about it. Like, yeah, you don't have to worry about how many boats there are, just enjoy it. Like a little navigation marks lesson here. We've got an isolated danger mark and a northerly cardinal mark right next to each other. A bit weird. I mean, some boats like us could probably go between them, but I wouldn't want to.
We have found a new little bay to anchorage. Unfortunately, it's not right in Gocek. It was really quite gusty in the anchorage we were going to, and there were so many boats. So we have found a new one, which has a beach. The beauty of this one is it's a free swing anchorage, so you don't have to med more. We also then had another dude who came up right behind us as we were anchoring and then like literally tried to anchor on top of us. I don't understand. All you have to do is wait 5 minutes. It's common courtesy in boating. Whoever's in the anchoring goes first and you just hold off and let them do their thing, and then once they're settled you come in. But this guy had no patience. This is the very unglamorous part of boat life. It is Saturday, which means cleaning day, and I have to do all the bathrooms. I went from living in Melbourne with 1 toilet to living in a boat with 3 full bathrooms. So, it's a bit of a pain. The biggest pain are these. These are the grates that go in the showers, and after just a week, they look like that. All that grossness. So you have to soak them, scrub them. It's a real pain. And the mold just loves this environment. It's hot. Al is heading off for an explore on the beach. He's doing it the old-fashioned way. He's going for a swim with the dry bag, which has got his shoes and everything else he needs.
We are one of 3 catamarans off the public beach just west of Gocek on the way to Fethiye. And there's a little Benito swift trawler or something similar. Come ashore for a look. I've swum ashore even for a look. There's a few walking trails around here. A Inlice Beach. Lots going on, loads of people, a couple of big car parks, lots of camping, 2 restaurants. There's supposed to be a walking track to Gocek, 7k's, but I couldn't find the start, and 7k's to the next place, Siglak or something. I'm going to look it up, I didn't have internet ashore. It's a lovely evening here at Inlice Beach in the Gocek area. It's nice to be trying some new places in Turkey, especially really different vibe this. Anchoring beach, loads of campgrounds, a few restaurants. So many Turkish people because it's school holidays. It's just a lovely spot.
Today we are heading to Fethiye. It's about 10 nautical miles away. We need a few things. We need to fill up the fridge. We've got no fruit and veg left. We need to do some basic shopping and we need some better internet reception to watch the cricket tonight. So that's our plan. Off to Fethiye. A couple of other boats are here, but not many. It was lovely, a nice quiet night. Everyone's out on the beach. It's a Sunday. For some reason, there's like a fleet of catamarans coming straight towards us. I don't know if they're one of those group trips.
That's a specky little super yacht, this one. Very modern, very sleek.
Back to Fethiye is like coming home. So's Mumra's.
Fethiye's a great spot. Hopefully it's not too busy. Wow, it looks a lot busier than we were used to last time. I think everything's just a lot busier this year. It's good for Turkey. Not so great for us, obviously, finding anchorages and things, but we'll find somewhere to squeeze in. We do like it here.
We made it to Fethiye. We've anchored in the same spot we always do. The holding here is fantastic. The downside is all the tourist boats go past you all the time, but that doesn't matter too much. There's a bit of wind, a bit of chop. We go in and anchor in the corner, a bit of a wander around, do a little bit of shopping because we're running low on a whole bunch of things. Ready for Fethiye, Al?
Yeah, I like Fethiye. You're not even wearing your shoes.
You're not wearing your shoes either.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've been doing stuff.
Oh. The other question is, will the dinghy start first time? Because we haven't used it for what, 6 days?
First time's unlikely, but yeah.
No faith in me.
This is called a lamakin. Unlike Tunisia, Turkey only has a couple of sandwiches, and this is one of them. It's like a Turkish pizza.
And this is the new place. This wasn't here when we were here last time, so it looks really good. So Al got the meal, got the salad, 2 lamekins, and an ayran, which is like a yogurt drink. And all of that for 100, how much you paid? 140, which is $5.50. Very good value here. Shopping's done, we've got the essentials, toilet paper, washing liquid, chips, all the good things. I was gonna head back and I get to go for a walk around town. It's a bit rough and yuck today, so yeah. A tough little spot to get out of when the weather's that bad. I am on cooking tonight. We've got a few more supplies and we found some lettuce, some really good looking iceberg lettuce, which you don't normally find. The other challenge is it doesn't last very long in a 12-volt fridge in this sort of heat. So we have to use it fast. So I'm making giant salad bowls with the giant bit being salad. We have some taco mince and some different veggies. It's going to be ace. Perfect for a summer evening. So far, it has lettuce. Then we'll have tomatoes. Then we'll have some sort of onion and maybe cucumber and whatever spices I can find. There's no taco mix here, so you've just got to figure it out yourself. And that is how they've ended up. Salad bowls, ready for some random mincy flavoured things, spicy mince. Alice has my olives, mine doesn't because I hate olives. And then we'll put some delicious jalapeno on top.
I've been picking our neighbours up from Fethiye town in our dinghy because their dinghy is a little bit ropey, especially if they've got lots of stores, and this is their first big town since Mumra, so.
So bowls, there's our sriracha, and our eggs are just cooking now. Yum! Most things on a boat, you don't have everything you want for recipes, so you just gotta make it up. So basically everything we eat is totally made up. Elle has created the world's biggest taco bowl. How big is your taco bowl?
Oh, this is so yum. Needed a bigger bowl though. Should have bought a salad bowl or something.
I think the only bowls we have bigger are actual like full-on salad bowls or mixing bowls.
Bekerja. Dan, belai. Kamu berbicara. Saya makan.
Berbicara.
So here at the market, they're giving away something a bit different. Previously it's been these little donut balls, whereas this is more like a porridge. Sweet, 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 desserty porridge. It's really very popular. Yum.
180 per whole kilo.
Definitely enjoying being in Fethiye. We really like this town, and it's, I'd say, a lot more pleasant than last year in terms of the tour boats are being a little bit more respectful when they motor through the anchorage. They're not playing heaps of loud music late into the evening. Yeah, it's just a shame we can't go for a swim because it's so hot.
There is a definite heat wave in Europe right now. Inside the boat, in the shade, at 6:30 at night, it is 36.1 degrees. So outside it's well over 40. Hot, Al?
It's really hot. I'm just looking at the weather, wishing we'd sailed today, but it's too late now.
It is Dakini to the rescue. We've seen someone in their little tiny tender with 6 of them in this tiny tender. Is it? Okay, 6 of them in their tender trying to get it going, and they're going nowhere. They're just floating around and the engine sounds terrible. So we asked them if they needed a hand. They originally said no, but now they have said yes please. Al is going to go get them back. It is another beautiful evening here in Fethiye. Bloody hot day, but bloody gorgeous evening. And now looks like he's given them all, maybe, a lift into town, which is cool. We like doing that sort of stuff because it's boating karma, I reckon. So you do lots of things for people, and eventually when you get stuck, they'll help you.
They fixed their outboard side.
It is date night boat style. What does that mean? It means it's 39,000 degrees. So we're going to find somewhere with air conditioning, probably some junk food, and I guess the air conditioning might mean we're going to a movie.
Yeah, just so we can go portside too with our fenders out and stuff.
Oh, okay. And date night on a boat when it's 38 degrees means no one's getting dressed up. We're not going anywhere fancy. We're going somewhere with air conditioning. We're not going fancy. We're just going a little bit junky, a little bit yummy. Meat, rice, chips, wraps, breads, all the good things that we don't normally have.
This is an old trick that we used to use travelling Asia. Movies are definitely priced for the country you're in. So these tickets for F1 are 10 Australian dollars each. It's only just come out. It'll be air conditioned. Yeah, there'll be Turkish subtitles, but we've checked it's in English. Now we just need something refreshing.
Oh, the air conditioning alone is worth 10 Aussie bucks, I tell ya.
Now we are in the shopping mall here in Fethiye, and this is something Marmaris, Kushadasi, Fethiye do not have. This is as European as they come. There's some great seamanship on display here. We got back, our dinghy was obviously taking up too much room, so they untied our stern line, but they tied it to their own boat and put a fender in between as well. So we're actually in an even better place than we were. Thanks, Big Orange Boat, really appreciate it.
Oh, lovely time of night. Got back to the boat, beautiful evening, slight breeze, which is nice because it's still pretty hot. And a huge moon, definitely close to a full moon. It must be tonight or tomorrow night.
Something you don't see too often, so it's always worth pointing out. Very, very still here in Fethiye this morning. Catamaran there, and pointing in the completely opposite direction is this pretty blue mono. Everyone suddenly gets a lot closer together when they're not all pointing in the same direction. Indeed, we're pointing in a different direction to this catamaran, to that one, to PS, South African boat. Interesting, eh?
Does look weird, eh?
Sorry?
It's a beautiful, calm morning in Fethiye, and we are out of here. We've had a great couple of days, been able to resupply, have a look around town, go for some long walks. But today we need to head south. It's time to get into some nice clearer waters where we can go swimming every day. We also need to fuel and pump out. So our first step this morning is to head over there into ECE Marina and go to their fuel dock.
This is Dakini, go ahead, over. It's all Dakini, the fuel station is busy, your number is 1. Please short the standby, when it's your turn I will call you back, over.
I can't hear it.
This is, we're vessel number 1.
Yeah.
So call us back.
This is Dakini, copy standing by, channel 73.
Station is available, you can continue, okay?
Thank you.
You can go inside, you can go.
Thank you. We've been called in, it's our turn. The question is, are we going to be the only boat or one of two? Because when there's 2 boats in there, it's really tight. So, let's see.
Oh, 2 monohulls, I mean, 2 catamarans will be bloody impossible.
Yeah, I don't think that'll fit.
I'm surprised they're calling that catamaran in as well.
Yeah. As you can see, it's a bit of a tight spot getting in here. And it looks like the barley behind us has been called in as well. So, could be like a bumper parking. We'll see.
Based on our previous experience at this marina, I'm not 100% sure how easy it's going to be to get 2 catamarans back out off the wharf.
Yep. Clearly wants you to go quite far up there, which makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Morning.
Good morning.
Merhaba. Busy morning for you? No? Good. Thank you.
Captain,
Yes?
you need
Oh.
diesel?
Diesel and pump out and petrol.
Okay.
Tight little spot, but we got in no problems. There's no wind, that helps, and the barley fits in behind us because it's a little one. They're doing the fueling for us this time. They don't let us do it. There must have been a change in rules. So now we just have to spend the next hour after we leave cleaning up all the black marks. All done. Went pretty well. Got plenty of fuel, 350 litres, so pretty sad day for the credit card today. And we did the pump out, which has gone from 200 lira last year to 600 lira. So it's still not a huge amount of money, but 300% in 12 months. The guy doing our fuel said the inflation's nuts and that their locals are really sort of struggling, so I can see why. Well, the log was doing its jammy thing, and now it's got an ear infection, so guess who was going in? The only problem was, it looks like crocodile infested water. It's like green and brown, you can't see through it, so I think Al waits for his ear infections to be when the water's gross.
There's a reason why we do not swim in Fethiye Harbour. We actually brought the boat quite far out before we did the log, but to no avail. It is green.
I've got to be honest, the film just stopped halfway through and I thought something had broken. Like I just figured the projector had broken, but I think it's actually an intermission.
Your feature film will return in 6 minutes and 10 seconds and counting down. It's always an experience watching movies in foreign countries.